All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. So this is math, new week. So it's the new week's number 3. So week number 3, day 9. All right, so let's take a look. Number 1, so part of the warm-up was write the coordinates of each point. Make sure you include the parentheses around the ordered pairs. Okay, so remember, the ordered pairs are x and y. This is x, this is y. X is the horizontal, y is the vertical. All right, so let's go to A. A is right here. Now, one of the first things we want to look at is what are the intervals of the lines. So you can see that, okay, so in the origin where x and y meet is 0, 0. You know that. Now I go over one line and I get to a 2. So that means the intervals are 2. So that dot where the A is, to me, is probably halfway through. So it means it's going to be half of 2, which would be 1. So A, the x-axis, is going to be a positive 1 because it's to the right of the origin. Okay? And it's going to be 0 because it's physically on the line. So there's no vertical. It's at the 0 of the vertical axis. 1 on the horizontal, 0 on the vertical. Okay? So let's go to B. Change colors. B is right here. Now, we're going to notice, first of all, it's below the origin, which means one of the numbers is going to be negative. So let me see if I can remember this. This upper right-hand quadrant, or quadrant number 1, is going to be positive, positive. Quadrant number 2, that's going to be negative, positive. Quadrant number 3 is going to be negative, negative. And quadrant number 4 is going to be positive, negative. Okay. So B, on the x-axis, in other words, the horizontal axis, that B is going to be 0 because it's on the line. But on the vertical axis, this y line, so I got negative 2, negative 4, halfway between the 2 would be negative 3. All right, let's change colors again. A, B, C is over here, upper left-hand quadrant, quadrant number 2. X-axis, negative 2, negative 4, negative 6. Y-axis, moving up the vertical, so that's 2, 4, 5. Okay. I can quick check, negative 6, negative 5, positive. All right, I'm good so far. All right, let's go to black. A, B, C, D. All right, x-axis, negative 2, negative 3, so that's there. Negative 3. Y-axis, negative 5. All right, last one. You should be getting easier and easier. E. X-axis, again, the horizontal. Okay. So x-axis is going to be negative because it's in quadrant number 2. All right. So halfway between the origin and 2 is a negative 1. And then we move up the vertical, and that's a positive, so it's 4. Okay? This is just practice. Once you do it a few times, it's really pretty easy. Okay, then we get into the meat of it. So this is number 1. It says, several million years ago, the residents of England included iguanodons and sauropods, which appeared in the Jurassic movies. The winters then were not as cold as the English temperatures found in the table below. The following data were collected over one December afternoon in England. Okay. So let's see. Time, afternoon, in hours, and then temperature. So let's just see if I can quick see a trend here. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Got it. 5, 3, 4, 2, 1, -2, -3, -4, -4. Alright, so let me just, I'm going to jot it down here to the right just because. 0, 5, 1, 3, 2, 4, 3, 2, 4, 1, 5, -2, 6, -3, 7, -4, 8, -4. I'm just doing this so I can see it next to my graphs. It's the only reason I did that. Okay. Which set of axes would you choose to represent this data and why? So these would be x's and these would be y's, right? Because that's what we've learned to this point. And again, this is temperature. No, this is, I'm sorry. This is the day. And this is the temperature. Okay. So let's look at A. We have time on the bottom. Okay. This is the x-axis. This is the y-axis. And then we have temperature on the side. All right, let's look at this one. B. I have x, y. Same thing, time and temperature. And then C, same thing again, time, temperature. Well, so we have to be able to make it all fit. So let's plot some points, and I'm doing this to kind of show you the thinking through this. So let me go to A. I got 0 and 5. Okay, 0 is on the x-axis, 5 is on the y-axis. That would be here. Then I got 1, 3. That's there. 2, 4. It's pretty easy so far. Got it. 3, 2. 4, 1. All right, so far this graph looks good. 5, -2. All right, Houston, we have a problem. I have no -2s. That would be down here. Okay? So I now know that ain't going to fly because it doesn't have a negative. So now when I look at B and C, B has -y, and C has -y. All right, well, it could definitely be either of those two. Now that I took the time to kind of work through A a little bit and actually plot the points, when I'm looking at B and C, I'm going to start to realize, well, B has a lot of single-digit numbers. It's got, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 across the x-axis, 2, 4, 6, 8 on the y-axis, and then -2, 4, 6 on the y-axis. C has 10, 20, 30, 40, -10, -20. Those numbers are too big. Doesn't mean we can't plot it there, but it would be really, really, really crunched up. So based on that, I'm going to say this would be the best graph. Now, as I like to say, do the math. Only takes a second to be 100% confident when you come out of this problem. Let's plot. Okay? 0, 5. Got it. 1, 3. Got it. 2, 4. Got it. 3, 2. Got it. 4, 1. 5, -2. 6, -3. 7, -4. 8, -4. There we go. It all works. It's beautiful. 100% confident. I'm 100% right. All right. While planning the locations for the dinosaur paddocks, Lynn drew this set of axes and plotted the points. A, 1, 2, B, -3, -5, C, 5, 7, D, -4, -3, and E, -4 and 6 on them. Identify as many mistakes as you can on a lens graph. All right, I like it. So A is supposed to be 1, 2. Remember, it's x, y. X is horizontal, y is vertical. B is -3, -5. C is 5, 7. D is -4, -3. E is -4, 6. All right, A. A here, let's change colors. This A is 1, 2. Is that correct? Does that match? Yes, it does. A is good. B. B on here is -3, -5. Does that match? Yep. Beautiful. C. X is 5. Y is 8. 5, 8. Does that match? Oh, this says 5, 7. So let's go back up. 5, 7. If it was 5, 7, it would be down 1. So that is no good. No good. 5, 8. It's a different kind of 8. There we go. Okay. A, B, C, D. D is -3, -4. Ooh, hang on. So this has got it -4, -3. Let's make sure I had it. Yep, I copied it right from up here. Make sure I'm not wrong here. So negative. So X is first. So this is my X here. This is my Y here. Nope, I'm right. That one is wrong. -3, -4. And then E. E is, let's see, that's -4, +6, -4, 6, -4, 6. It's all good. Okay. And that, ladies and gentlemen, except for the Desmos, is it. Good luck.